want your dog in here?
Nope, I want her out.
Okay.
Hey, wait, one more thing. Because I don't have my glasses on, and this is why I wasn't caught the first time. Can you make sure the mark is not on my face? You can tell because it's how I record right here. Blah, 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 blah. I can't even see my face. I just see a purple, brown, some white teeth. Am I pretty?
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
It's recording now, babe.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
oh my God, is
there's
it?
a timer on there. There's a timer on there.
Love you. Bye-bye. Delete my draft. Drag and drop and drag and drop. And publish with changes. Publish. All right, let's refresh. And let's go to active, digital video, and there it is. And we are going to uncheck mark those. Take these now. Hey, pumpkin. Hey, baby. Snack time. Hello you, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Wafi, and today I'm going to be talking about the first 4 weeks of my journey, basically January 2024, and starting my Sticky Icky stationery shop. We all have resolutions and goals for the new year, and mine was opening up my Sticky Icky stationery store. So some of my habits, or some of the tasks that I do in the morning to get myself going, have been different, and understandably so. what I want to kind of jump into and what I hope you take away from this video is just sort of the mindset of staying positive and motivated and all those fun little things, and what to expect, or at least what's happened, in my life in starting out my Etsy store, my Sticky Icky stationery shop. So I have some notes here, some scribbles. This is the second video, or the second time I have posted this, or the second time that I have recorded this. The first time that I recorded this, which was yesterday, I was too tired to throw some makeup on my face. I'm not really a big makeup girl. So I just threw a little color, not even a little color. I just put on a little bit of makeup to cover up the dark circles of my eyes and a little bit of gloss. But it just goes to show that everything isn't instant. Again, it's a mindset of patience and just being gentle with yourself, trying to get everything done properly and done to your best ability. Takes time. Sometimes you're not going to get it right the first go. You're going to have to turn around and do it all over again. So anyways, I took notes from my first video and I was like, I'm kind of glad that I'm doing it over again because I can kind of clean it up. So let's just dive into what it's been like for me for starting off my Etsy shop. So my takeaway, week 1, eliminating the clutter. Now, for some, when they start out something new, it's eliminating fears and stuff like that, which is normal. I mean, I have that as well, but you kind of have to do something, right? And for me, it was it's not even straightening up my office. It was redesigning my studio space. I added more table space, made everything make sense based off of how I thought or how I see myself working in my studio. It has to be cohesive of what I want to get done, when an order comes through, or what I want to get done when I'm trying to create. So while I took that first week of that quote unquote busy work, it helped with, the whatever fears I was struggling with in starting a business. Sometimes, like my husband, for instance, while he's working through something in his head, he likes to do busy work, like whether it's dishes or laundry, or, sometimes, the best thinking comes when we're in the shower. It's kind of like that busy work kind of allows you to think through some things. So the first week was all about getting my office straight. Week 2, being gentle with myself, and being gentle with others. And what I mean by that is week 2, I literally started listing on Etsy. Now all the busy work was done, right? Now it was time to get into the nitty gritty. And that was, creating my first product. What I thought about was what holidays were coming up, and it's January. So naturally, when I go to the store, everything is about Valentine's and even Easter at this point. So I was like, okay, I can do something for Valentine's or Galentine's. I have friends who, we share gifts with, and most of the time we're buying them on Etsy if we're not making them ourselves. So I was like, all right, I could do something, I can do something for that. So I created a Galentine's bookmark, and I created a bookmark for people who are like me, or maybe like you, who are entrepreneur in spirit, who want to stay motivated throughout the year. I created these cute, let's see, I have one right here, 2024 magnetic bookmarks. And I love it. And let's see, I think I can even show you some of my, like, here's my bookmark for Galentine's. You'll see, if you go to my Etsy shop, you'll see them more clearly, of course, but these are things that I would use. And so I was like, all right, I'm not the only one who loves stationery. I'm not the only one who loves to read, so I'll base my gift ideas, my art ideas around that. And so basically it was about being patient and understanding that my store is absolutely empty and it just starts with one. One becomes two, two becomes three, so on and so on and so on. And it's tough though, because it's like you see everybody else who has a store full of stuff, and you're not there yet. Understandably so, you just started. So I had to keep that in mind, but also there is just this, this thing in the back of your head that says, okay, if I see an advertisement on TV for this brand new car dealership, you go to that car dealership, right? And if there's only like one or two items, two cars there, two vehicles there, you're probably not going to buy, right? Unless it's like a one-of-a-kind vehicle that only like a gazillionaire can afford, right? We're talking just regular everyday people. You go to a car lot, if there's only two cars, it's not what you expected. You're like, okay, what's wrong with this place, right? So I also kept that in mind, So naturally, I said, well, the way to get sales right away, being that I don't know anything about anything, I don't know SEO, I don't know any of that junk, right? Who's going to buy from me? Well, your friends and your family. So I asked 5 friends/family to go ahead and purchase from me, because I want to go through the product process of packaging the order, how long it's going to take, what's the best way to package the order. I want to see, what the process is on Etsy when I sell something. What happens? What do they get? How do I can I customize a receipt? Can I say, thank you in a message? All these little things that I didn't know. Now I do, because I had practice with my friends and family. And if something goes wrong, they'll tell me, right? Bottom line, if you ask friends and family, don't have shame in asking friends and family to purchase from you. Throw in some extra goodies, make sure they feel appreciated, take them to lunch, do whatever you have to do. They're not, if they're supportive, they're not going to ask you to do that, but do it anyways, because you want to always make sure that you're in good graces with the people who you surround yourself with, right? You don't want them to feel used or anything. But yeah, that's how I learned what to do, what not to do, what the process is of making a sale. And I mean, that's just the best advice that I can probably give you on taking the jitters away from, okay, what happens, when I list this, what if somebody buys? Bless you if it's a stranger who buys right away without you even having to ask anybody to do anything. Just be patient with the process, be patient with the people, be patient with the people you do ask. It might take them, they might purchase right away, they might purchase in a couple of days. It's just all those different feelings and stuff, you'll learn to get through now that you're, having practice with it. So that was part of my week 2. Just patience with myself on, it's okay that there's 1 or 2 items listed in there. There will be more as long as I stick to it. Be patient with learning all the do's and don'ts of what to do once you do have an order. Be patient with the fact that you don't know everything about everything in the interface of Etsy, the back office of Etsy, or Shopify, or however you're starting off. Selling your products. Just be patient and be gentle with yourself so you can get sleep at night and wake up refreshed, right? One more thing about that. As an artist, when I'm drawing or creating in whatever it is that you're doing, whether it's whatever medium you're using, whether you're crafting candles or crafting, drawing a painting, whatever it is, again, with being patient and being gentle, there is the creative part, which we love. And then there is the actual marketing and selling part, which we might not love too much. Let me tell you. So in the beginning of this video, I kind of showed you a little bit of the process of how, I'm just going to say it, how boring it is, to list, all the little nuances of, typing, recording, a product video, editing, and more editing to make sure it's all there. Again, it's not something you're probably used to if you're starting out. it's not, to me, it's not fun at all. It's dry. I mean, it is a dry job to do. I'd rather be creating, I'd rather be painting, but again, I have to learn to be patient with that process. Now, when I first started out, in week 2, when I started listing, I was like, oh, I'll just, I can get, 5 to 10 listings a day. I already have some of the artwork already done. Let me just go ahead and pop them up there. Girl, bye. No, it took, for my very first listing, I think it took the whole week, to get everything done properly. For me, I'm not a perfectionist, but I like to get things done as best as possible the first time so I don't have to go back and do it again. If I have to do it again, I have no problems with that either. However, I just didn't want to just, throw my bookmarks, on the table, take a couple of pictures and call it a day. If that works, if your bookmarks are that great and you understand SEO and it just flies off the market, great. But for me, I just feel like I had to have all my ducks in a row before, hitting publish. But it is a boring job that you're going to have to get used to doing until you can afford to hire someone else to do that. Okay, so that's week 2. Week 3. Okay, so week 3 kind of ties in a little bit into week 2. So I had the orders, right? Now it's about loading up the store, making sure that every day I'm doing something towards loading up the store. I did not want to just sit, on my hands and wait for the customers who bought, my friends and family who bought, to get their package. Time waits for no one. You just have to keep going at it every single day. And then once they get it, they get it. Now, it took between 5 and 7 days before I got my results from the first packages that I sent out, and if I just sat on my hands, then my store would still look empty. So my whole goal on week 3 was just to keep creating products, keep listing, keep thinking, and just keep at it every single work day. And this goes into kind of what tools did I use to get that done. And so if you want to grab a pen and pad, to write down some of the tools that I use to get my listings done, then go ahead and grab that. Midjourney, and I'm going to talk about that. YouTube, Procreate, Etsy, back on Shopify, iMovie, Canva. Those are the apps that I use. Oh, and Pinterest. Those are the apps that I used in week 3. If you know anything about me from my previous, shorts or long form videos, you obviously know that I know how to draw. I can draw any and everything in any style. I am so grateful to God that He put that, in me. However, ever since I heard about AI, Midjourney, Leonardo AI, I was super excited. But then I got on YouTube, started, looking into it, and I see all these artists, kind of butthurt about it, and rightfully so for the reasons that they had. But I knew that Midjourney, Leonardo, all these AI, image generating apps is to me a huge benefit. Here I am, okay, an artist, and it can take days for me to finish a piece of work. It could take weeks, right, for me to finish a piece of work. How quickly can I, how quickly can I list products with no, images? I just don't want to just throw text on a cup or text on a notepad and call it a day. Again, the fundamentals of who I am, I'm an artist. I want artwork on my stationery. So one of the fears I had was, okay, if I get into Midjourney, will people think that, I'm legit? And I said, okay, there is a fear. It's time to squash that fear. I can't let what other people think, hold me back. If I am going to have fun with Midjourney. If I think it's a tool that I can use, then I'm gonna go ahead and use it. You know, other people's opinions be damned, right? So I started dabbling in Midjourney, and that's where my Galentine's bookmarks came from. I mean, it would take me forever to create that picture that's on there. The link is in my bio to my store if you want to check out what I'm talking about. Generating those pictures, you know, if I had to do it by hand, you know, myself, it would take forever. I'm never going to load up that store, you know? So I love Midjourney, and as soon as I can get a little better at it, then I have no problems making a video. If you want to see, you know, what Midjourney is about, or dive into that, you know, just comment below and let me know. And by the way, if you're enjoying this video, yeah, please do all the things to let me know. If you have any questions, just, you know, put them in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer. But yeah, I've really been enjoying Midjourney. I think that was the biggest yay that I had with all the apps. You know, everybody knows what Pinterest is, even though I wasn't on Pinterest. Now I am. You know, I want to reiterate, you got to be patient. Here you are, starting off a business, right? Starting off your shop. You have to learn Etsy. You have to learn, you know, whatever app you're going to use, whether it's Procreate or Adobe, Word, doesn't matter, right? If you're going to use Midjourney, you have to learn Midjourney. If you're going to use Pinterest, everybody says use Pinterest to drive traffic to your Etsy shop, then you have to learn Pinterest. You have to learn all these languages for all these different apps. So if there's nothing else you take away from this video and me yapping, it's be patient with yourself, be gentle with yourself. It's all these YouTube videos make it seem like it's overnight. It is not. It's going to take time, but I promise you, my week 3 and week 4 is a lot more clear, and it's becoming a lot more streamlined, even so where I can start making my YouTube. I'm right here, right? I'm right here, right in front of you, talking to you, because now I'm starting to put a system in place. It looks, you know, week 3 and 4 look a lot different than week 1. If you're just being patient, staying sane, understanding that you don't know everything, you probably never will. It gets easier and easier and easier over time. However, it is not overnight, and everything that you do to get your Etsy business going, or your Shopify or whatever, all the pieces, most likely, at least for me, isn't going to be fun. Some of it is just dry and boring and snooze fest. So anyways, so those are the apps that are helping me, you know, get along at the moment. When I say YouTube, I don't know if I mentioned YouTube as one of the apps that I'm using, but again, YouTube University, right? It's like, well, how do I use Pinterest? What is SEO? You know, I every morning, I get up and I take some time, not only to read, you know, some inspirational book. I also read my goals, but I also take the time to learn something, and then I turn right around and apply it. So that's week 3. Week 4. This is actually, when I'm recording this video, this is week 4 of January. And like I said yesterday, I got the spirit of getting back on YouTube. So, you know, I hit record. Had to do it over again today because the lighting was just, it looked like somebody punched me in the lip, and there was just this dark shadow right here because I just didn't have the lighting proper, but I was just excited, and I wanted to I was like, all right, I feel like I have something to share with you guys, and I don't feel like it's a bunch of hoopla or a bunch of bullshit, like, you know, instant, you know, like, no, it's gonna take some time, and you're gonna have to be patient, and you're just gonna have to, you know, get at it every single day like a winner does. But today, you know, basically what I did this morning is, like I said, I wake up and do my morning routine. And that usually takes about an hour and a half. And then once I feel like I've learned something, I march my little self in here with my pajamas still on. You know, I haven't even showered yet because there's just something in me that just wants to get out. And today I learned a little bit about SEO, and I will link down below the video that I watched. And I changed the titles in my Etsy store for my bookmarks. I hope that it starts to drive traffic, but because right now I'm only at 2% with my titles that I have currently in my bookmarks, because I just grabbed from, titles that were, the first people who pop up on bookmarks. But what I learned is, that they might not even need SEO for people to gravitate to their products to make them number one, because they've been around forever, right? Whereas I'm just brand new. So I need to make sure that, I'm doing the correct titles for my bookmarks. So I'm not going to just stand still on what I have. I'm going to go back and try to make it better. So that's what I did this morning. I was fired up after watching the video, and I changed them. And then, I take some time after I get something done and I feel like a winner early in the morning. I call it eating my frogs. Then I tend to start not spiraling, but I tend to get super excited on the inside, and I just kind of need an outlet. And that's why I kind of shower. By that time, it's probably like around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. That's when I, take some time to shower just to kind of like calm down. I change my, I get dressed, and I play video games just to F people up a little bit and just to get that energy out. I also, work out on my elliptical a little bit just to I don't know, just get whatever is kind of like balling up inside just out. And then I can just kind of level myself again, and then come back over here and continue working. Today, it was about making this video. Then I'm going to get back at it and find another product to list. It'll be another bookmark. So this is week 4, and that's what I'm doing. Basically, like I said, after a few weeks, you can start the stuff that you were neglecting. Like for me, it was YouTube. I can start putting back into my schedule, because other things the new stuff I understand now. I have a better grasp of it. I can start putting a system together, and that's where I'm at right now. And that's why I'm smiling, because if you don't get some sort of system in place, if you don't build some sort of system, you're gonna go bananas. And we love bananas. At least I love bananas. I love to draw bananas. I love to eat bananas. But I do not need to go bananas every single day, week after week after week. There's a happy chaos, and then there's just the chaos that is destructive to you, detrimental to you, detrimental to whatever it is you're trying to build. So you do need to formulate some sort of system, and you'll see that you were unbalanced at first, but then you'll start to get balanced again. And that's why I'm smiling. That's why I'm happy, because I'm finally kind of getting there, and I can start coming back to YouTube and talking to you guys and doing all of the things. And it seems like doing even more, because again, this is the first time I've ever done a studio vlog. Usually it was just about artwork, but on this new journey of finally opening up my shop, I felt like, all right, I think I have something beneficial to share with you guys, because again, when I go on YouTube, everything seems to be this microwave mentality, this instant have it now mentality. That's what I don't know if that's what people are just looking for, because I know that's kind of the society we're in, but to me, that's never been a reality. When building a business, because I've built some before, it's never been a reality where things happen in an instant. What I find is that consistency, and I know everybody says that, but maybe because it's true, consistency is key. I know I will have the results down the line. So with that being said, I plan on doing more of these vlogs if you like them. I don't even know if they're vlogs. See, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. I know that what I want to do is be in front of you on the camera, telling you what I've learned for the week or for the month or whatever, showing you a new tool, whatever the case may be. I don't know if it's a vlog. I don't know if it's just a talking head. Like, I don't know. I kind of don't care. I will learn it as I go along. I'll probably turn the camera off and then Google what is a vlog versus a talking head versus a whatever. But you can't let, little things like that get in the way of your success, get in the way of your progress, slow you down. Just go. Just go. It doesn't have to be perfect. No one is perfect. No business is perfect. You know this already. You've heard it before. But if anything is holding you back from starting on your dream or your goal, just get it done. Just start somewhere. Start with busy work if that's where you need to. But just start. Okay? So with that said, please do all the things like subscribe, talk to me. The biggest, to me, the biggest compliment of me putting the effort out there is if I get the feedback. You know what I'm saying? If you have a question that I can answer, like, share, whatever. So I hope you do all the things, and again, I hope to come back to you with more within a month. It might be 2 weeks. Who knows? It might be as early as next week. Just know that me being gentle with myself, I know that it's something I want to do. I know that it's something that will get done. My goal is to be up here chatting with you every single week, and that will happen. I just don't know how soon. And with that, I appreciate you guys spending some time with me, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.